Hello. Just wanted to talk about, I guess, our success that we've had with our goats so far. We're starting to thin this forest. I'll show a little bit more of where we've done some harder thinning near the truck. And the goats are really helping out. We got Miss Donkey living in here, and she's doing pretty dang good. We got Mr. Valentino here. Where are you? Oh, everyone seems to be doing really good. We set up this pen that we've been moving around through the forest. We gotta give the donkey some lovin's. And we put the females in here to keep them separate from the males for the time being, but also to get the females and the males to stay here and see that this is home base and that we want to hang out with the donkey and the horse. So we haven't thrown in fresh stuff for them to eat in about a week because we've been opening the doors of the pen in the morning and letting them out, and they go back in at night. And we were just throwing the fresh stuff that we were cutting, thinning in the forest. Hey. And we're throwing it into there, or cutting it from over here, and then throwing it in there for them so that they had some fresh stuff to eat. And now they just seem happy as all get out. We got the females, they're out there roaming around, and the males get really interested in their area. And so does the donkey when we open up the doors. I guess because it's the area they couldn't get to. But yeah, if you can see, we have our swamp down there. As you can hear the frog maybe. And we're trying to work through this area, which would be kind of home base for everyone. We got this braided wire fence just to keep the horse and donkey in. And we have it going all the way around. It's about a little over an acre, I'd say. And that's gonna be home base for their track system that we're gonna set up. And now that we have the goats synced up with the horse and donkey, as we open it up for them to travel, the goats will hopefully follow them back to the back where we have some really nice grazing going under the power line, lines. I'll show you some of the forest work that we've been doing. So, looks a little rough now because it's April right now, and we haven't got a lot of rain except for the last 2 weeks. Everything's starting to really leaf out, so hopefully we'll get some good grass coming in here when there's not as much animal pressure when we move them out of here. And we got the river down there, and we pump water up for them, their water trough. So as we thin that out, we're keeping in mind what trees can provide for the wildlife and what trees can provide for our pigs and our goats going into the future. So we have a lot of trees like the hickories and the oaks, and different types of oaks and cherries, sourwoods. We're leaving a decent amount of them. And we're taking out a lot of the maples and sweet gums and a lot of the starter trees that kind of get the forest going, that have sprouted up out of the seed bank. So here, we've cut a lot of trees down, thinning it all out, and the goats have been coming in and eating them. We cut some bamboo down to make some trellises in a neighbor's place and threw some of that down, let them feed. But we're gonna probably bring the wood chipper back here or throw all this brush into big piles and kind of hugel mound them up. But we're trying to open up the canopy to let more light at the ground, but also promote the individual trees that can provide for our pigs and ourselves and our other animals going into the future. So we're just working with the forest. Since we have the river down there, we're really not touching any of this between here and the top of the bank. Thinning a little bit, cutting back from the hallway to make room for our truck. But you can't really touch any of the land from the top of the bank down to the river according to law. So it's a nice cedar there. Or maybe it's a cypress, but dang goats have messed it up. So this is kind of what that used to look like. You know, we're not cutting everyone down, but it's not a very successful system. Exactly. Not exactly a successful system for hickories and whatnot to become the dominant trees in a short period of time when they're fighting everyone versus when it's opened up. But yeah, one last note, this debris here was the edge of where the river flooded up to back in 2018. I'm gonna check the goats out. Well, thanks for watching, and have a little bit of goat TV for a minute maybe. Mm-hmm. Happy goats. Females are happy. Well, thanks for watching. Have a great day.